Timor-Leste is a small country, but it holds a significant place in the heart of Southeast Asia. It sits in Southeast Asia, nestled on an island that is rich in natural beauty and cultural heritage. The island is called Timor, a name that resonates with history and tradition. Timor-Leste shares the island with Indonesia, creating a unique blend of cultures and histories. The people of Timor-Leste have a rich culture, deeply rooted in their traditions and way of life. They have their own languages and traditions, including Tetum and Portuguese, which reflect their diverse heritage. They have faced many challenges, including years of conflict and struggle for independence. Despite these hardships, they have a strong spirit and an unwavering determination to thrive. Timor-Leste has a long history, filled with stories of resilience and perseverance. It has been ruled by many different countries, each leaving its mark on the island. It was a Portuguese colony for centuries, shaping much of its cultural and architectural heritage. Then, it was invaded by Indonesia, leading to a long and painful struggle for independence. But the people of Timor-Leste never gave up their fight for freedom, showing incredible resilience and courage. Today, Timor-Leste is an independent nation, having achieved its hard-won freedom in 2002. It is working hard to build a better future, focusing on development, education, and the well-being of its people. The Portuguese arrived in Timor in the 16th century, marking the beginning of a long and complex colonial history. They were particularly interested in the lucrative spice trade, which was booming at the time. Timor, with its fertile soil and favorable climate, was an ideal place to cultivate these valuable spices. Consequently, the Portuguese established Timor as a colony, integrating it into their vast maritime empire. For over 400 years, the Portuguese maintained control over Timor, shaping its history and development. They introduced their language, culture, and religion, leaving a lasting impact on the island. Christianity in particular took root. Many Timorese people converted to Christianity, adopting new religious practices and traditions. However, life under Portuguese rule was challenging for many Timorese. They faced numerous hardships and injustices. High taxes were imposed, and the local population had limited rights and freedoms, making daily life difficult. Despite these challenges, some Timorese did benefit from Portuguese rule. They received education and secured good jobs, which improved their social standing. As the 20th century progressed, the winds of change began to blow across Timor. The desire for independence grew stronger, and the people of Timor started to demand self-governance and freedom from colonial rule. Their efforts culminated in the raising of the Timorese flag, symbolizing their hard-won independence and the beginning of a new era for the nation. In 1975, Portugal gave Timor-Leste independence, but Indonesia invaded Timor-Leste just 9 days later. Indonesia claimed Timor-Leste as part of its territory. The Indonesian occupation was brutal. Many Timorese people were killed. Many more were imprisoned or tortured. The Indonesian military committed many human rights abuses. The Timorese people resisted the Indonesian occupation. They fought for their freedom. Many countries supported their struggle. After more than 20 years of occupation, Indonesia finally agreed to a referendum. The people of Timor-Leste would vote on their future. Section 4. The Fight for Freedom, a nation forged in resistance. The referendum took place in 1999. The result was clear. The people of Timor-Leste voted for independence. The Indonesian military was not happy with the result. They went on a rampage of violence. They destroyed buildings. They killed people. The United Nations intervened. They sent in peacekeepers to restore order. Finally, Timor-Leste became an independent nation on May 20, 2002. This was a day of celebration for the Timorese people. Section 5. Independence and Beyond. Timor-Leste today. Timor-Leste is a young nation. It faces many challenges, from economic development to social cohesion. It is still recovering from the Indonesian occupation, which left deep scars on its people and infrastructure. It is working to build a strong economy, focusing on sectors like agriculture, tourism, and oil and gas. But Timor-Leste is also a nation full of hope, with a resilient spirit that drives its people forward. It has a young and growing population, eager to learn and contribute. It has natural resources that can fuel its development. It is committed to democracy and human rights, striving to create a just and equitable society for all its citizens. Timor-Leste's story is a reminder that even small nations can achieve great things. Its rich culture and traditions are celebrated with pride. It is a story of courage, resilience, and the human spirit's enduring desire for freedom. The journey of Timor-Leste continues to inspire the world.